Ladies and gentlemen, we are seeing Nintendo Hippy versus Jeff Kills. Again, Nintendo Hippy, in my eyes, arguably a top 10 player. Jeff Kills, in my eyes, also arguably a top 10 player when he is in good form, when he is out here practicing and grinding. I played a Smurf earlier in his name, was wondering if it was him. By the way, we're definitely going to see a great series that's going to kick off here, Nintendo Hippy versus Jeff Kills. Did we get those bans, Liam?
Jeff has banned Anders. We're still waiting for Hippie's ban. He's setting up his new headset.
You just gotta plug it in. There's nothing really to set up. Oh, like that, they're feeling throbby. Now challenging Ray as well.
Ray.
So we're seeing the first map going down on Rift. I mean, can you gauge on what these two players are going to opt in for this game one?
I'm going to predict having some past experience or Jerome for Hippie, and Arbiter or Desi for Jeff.
That's if he's not banned. We'll find out here in a second. But ladies and gentlemen, like Liam had stated, we are playing the Europa tournament rules for the World Series that kicked off. Yeah, you should. I'll talk about it while you do that. Yeah. So, if you haven't heard about it, Europa Halo has started a World Series event that is going on until the end of the year. Kicked off on September 1st with our very first qualifying cup. We had Mike Beast on actually win the cup, playing Almirante, actually going undefeated throughout the entire bracket to winners finals there. He's going to play Almirante. He's going to win the series 3-2, knock Almirante down into losers bracket to play Nintendo Hippy in the losers bracket finals. Almirante is going to take that game 2-0. We're going to see another best of 5 series coming out in the grand finals. Mike Bison versus Almirante, the two best players in the game, unarguably. But we saw that go down on September 1st. If you haven't heard about it, it is called Europa Halo. It's the World Series event. The second qualifying cup is coming down on September 15th. We're going to have open signups. It's going to be capped at a 32-man bracket. It's a double elimination tournament day. So if you haven't heard about that, get on over and try to sign up ASAP. If somebody is playing again from last tournament, or if you are curious to join, it is mandatory that you do report all results in the Discord, and it's also the easiest place to communicate everything that is going on. So you'll find out when the tournament starts, you'll find out all of the rules for the tournament, you'll find out all of the map orders, you'll find the link to the tournament site, which will show your opponent after bracket and seeding has been finalized for this qualifying cup that is coming down on September 15th. Liam, can we give them some links in the chat below?
So if you type !Tony, that is the link to the tournament. That's where you can sign up. There is a Discord link on there, all of the rules for you to check out. We're currently already at 10 out of 32 signups. We did reduce that from 64 down to 32 maximum possible signups. The last tournament actually had 50 players participate in that tournament, and it lasted 11 hours. So I was absolutely knackered. And also, your friendly neighborhood casters, Liam and Lethal, will be casting the tournament on one of the streams as well. So come by, check us out.
Come by, check us out. We're going to try to cast as many games as we can. We'd love to be able to cast your perspective and show us off your skill sets and knowledge of the game. Again, it doesn't matter what range you're from. It doesn't have to be the normal community that comes out. We like to see anybody that comes out and sign up. But again, it's only 32 people that are allowed to sign up. So the sooner, the better. Again, you can follow that link by typing in !Tourney and following the link. And again, everybody has to be in the Discord this time. So we cannot stress on how mandatory that every player does need to be in a Discord to report results, to find out information, and to figure out your next match as the day proceeds on. We're still waiting for Jeff Keels and Nintendo Hippy to kick off this game here. Nintendo Hippy looks like he's ready, but Nintendo Hippy, Jeff Keels has banned Anders. Who are you banning? Wait, would you put Nintendo Hippy as the higher seed?
Yeah.
You don't believe in my boy Jeff, huh? Jeffrey murders, bro. I'm telling you. Today Friday? This Thursday. I'll play WEC tomorrow. I'll Fight Club, Nintendo Hippie. Like, it's on Yoda stream, brother.
Alright, so only Anders is banned. So Jeff has already locked in his leader. We're waiting for Hippy to lock in his or sort out his headset, whatever he is doing.
Wait a minute. We never. That's a great fucking point. This is something that I wanted to know too about this meeting that we were supposed to have. When somebody forfeits their ban, does the other player get the second ban, or are we just only running one ban? I forgot to ask about that and bring that up.
I think
we need to.
I think it's only
can you
fair
type that
to
in
run
the
one
Discord?
ban. Yeah, I think it's only fair to run one ban.
I personally think it should
Unless
be.
they're being punished. Unless they're being punished, the other player should get 2 bans. Like we mentioned,
because
if they're, like, 10 up left.
because there's three cancerous fucking leaders, and if you forfeit your ban, then that allows, like, let's say he banned Anders, right? Naturally, you want to ban Yap or Desi, but if you forfeit your ban, now you're opening up to play 2. I don't know. I don't like it. I think
So to the
it
players,
should be forfeited.
If you forfeit your ban, then you should be punished by playing Yap or Decimus. Alright, so getting started. Game number 1. We have Nintendo Hippy in the blue. He is going to be playing Forge versus Jerome here. So we'll crack on with the intros now. Ba-ba-lum.
Are you at first,
Spawning in the red corner, we have the
first.
legendary Jeff Kills,
Yep.
playing as the terrifying Jerome.
And over in the blue.
Spawning in the blue corner, we have the amazing Nintendo Hippy,
Generator
playing as the
constructed.
fabled Forge.
I didn't even know I had Nightbot on my chat, but whatever. Okay, so Jeff is going to be opening Generator first. He does have a Jackrabbit coming out as well. That's going to be going off to the right, and it looks like Hippy's Jackrabbit is going to be going off to his right-hand side. So they're going to be on completely opposite sides of the map. They're going to be sharing the power with a pretty even split here. Interesting to see what Hippy does. Will he go Forge Hog? Because it's almost certain that Jeff will probably go a Jerome hero here.
Yeah, like I said, we're seeing that double supply pad opener versus a Gen first
Supply pad
build, but
constructed.
both players trying to play it safe. We're seeing Forge versus Jerome, but both of them trying to secure their side wings of power.
Oh, and Hippy does
take
manage
over,
to
I
get
need a
the
second.
mini steal there. Jeff was stood there waiting to buy it. He couldn't afford it, but Hippy flies in with the Jackrabbit, takes the mini base, and now he's going to back off and go take all the power. He's also going to be going Armory 5th. So we are going to be seeing a 4-shot coming out, but he's going to have 3 mini bases to 1, which is going to be really difficult for Jeff Kills, actually. He's probably going to be going Armory still, which means he's not going to have anything to clear out this mini. So Hippy's going to have the better eco. He's going to have an extra pad, extra supply pad, and rolling economy to help him push through the game.
Supply pad constructed.
Right, so it looks like Hippy is going to be researching Anvil round first before even getting the Forge Hog out. So that Forge Hog is going to be coming out with its upgrade. And meanwhile, on the other side, Jeff 35 seconds out from Commander Jerome, and we do have a barracks on this stolen mini for Nintendo Hippy at the back. Jeff is going to scout that. He feels like something is up. He's going to go scout that. He's going to see a barracks on it. Barracks probably ain't going to do too much against the Jerome leader like next to the base, but if the Forge Hog can get over there, Hippy can keep Jeff pinned on his main base here.
Supply pad constructed.
Yeah, we're seeing a Forge Hog that was upgraded first before queuing the Forge Hog. But again, this barracks on the backside is going to force Jeff Kills to stay on his side of the map and have to deal with this as an issue. We're going to see that leader press over there. We're going to see some defensive mines on the backside. And we're seeing some great micro coming out of Jeff. He's trying to still take advantage of the time frame and still take some nodes, while also getting some eyes on that early pressure that could potentially come out of Nintendo Hippy. He's also going to get a scout on Hippy's base. He's going to see that the Forge Hog is coming out right now. So he knows that his opponent did opt in for a leader as well. It's curious to see how this aggression is coming out. We're seeing 2 flamers that were locked up now being unlocked. The third one coming out as well. They're going to fight here just at the mini.
Jeff's already prepared though. He's laid down the mines. He has a turret up already, and he's moving into a second generator with a watchtower coming up. Oh, that was so close. The flamers actually dodged the mines there. They're going to go straight for the
I don't know if
generator.
that was on purpose or if he's just using a great TV, but he dodged the mines beautifully. Jerome's going to come on home and try to deal with this pressure here. A turret is up along with the watchtower. 4th flamer is rallying in. And the 5th one is coming right on out too. And they're just pumping from behind this base. Forge is going to take that very first node on his respective side, as well as Jeff kills.
Yeah, it's a bit wasted eco right now for Hippy. He should probably cancel that for a supply pad. Jeff doesn't really have the units or barracks to be able to clear it out, and he's just wasting these flamers to this Jerome. And that Jerome, he's just gaining vet experience from these. He stood still. He just took out 4 flamer squads. The only thing that Hippy's managing to do here is basically damage the generator for later in the game.
We're under attack from generator upgrade complete.
But he did steal a mini. It's just a large focus that the Jerome player has to focus on. But he didn't commit to a barracks. He did get a second generator up, did take his first node, but Hippy doing a great job microing around and trying to take the entire map while still applying some pressure with these flamers. And it looks like he's sending them in at groups at a time. He's not single stringing them in. But we are seeing 3 turrets up from Jeff kills.
More flamers coming in to try and harass that
too.
gen as well.
Turret constructed.
That time he did hit the mines. Tech's 1 mine to the face there, those 2 flamers. 3 turrets up, basically going to clean up all these flamers, but the gen is still taking damage. Meanwhile, Jerome is trying to solo Forge Hog.
So gonna pay for that.
Our base is under attack.
Yeah, that Jerome is really, really overextended poking at this Forge Hog. And we're seeing just as many turrets for Nintendo Hippy as Jeff kills. They're having a large lethal battle.
Oh, the Mantis Drop does catch the Forge Hog. And he gets in it as well.
But that Jerome had no shields, and it's done,
so
and
lit.
the mines are coming down.
Oh,
the
he
Forge
could
Hog
have
is
killed
not
it.
looking in a good position.
I don't think he's going to kill it. The Hydra missiles from Jerome are actually shooting the Watchtower instead of the Forge Hog. The Mantis is going to drop, and that Jerome is going to be...
Look at Jerome.
What the hell?
Yeah, he had no shields, and he was half health before.
Wow.
It was before he got in there.
Forge is coming in for the kill. He's going to try and snipe him.
Gotta be careful, though.
Oh, the Forge Hog shield's coming back up, and Jerome goes down.
Idea of a good time.
Bit of bad micro there by Jeff. Scatter bombs actually come
Take
down
a
on
look
this
at
base.
Jeff kills. He's gonna get a scatter bomb coming down on his base.
Takes
trying to
down
hurt that
2
ego.
pads, so
Takes down a generator and a supply pad, and that's gonna a lot of investment from that T1 push. We saw them hurt both of those buildings from the beginning. That scatter bomb's gonna clean it up and hurt his eco that much more. On top of still holding his back mini, which is gonna deny a potential supply pad or a slot for Jeff kills.
Yeah, Hippy is just completely outplaying him here. Taking down 2 upgraded pads. You definitely don't want to lose a generator as Jerome. And he also lost his leader with a bit of bad micro. I don't know if he was trying to deal with the flamers that was constantly streaming to his base from that mini. But he's down a mini, he's down a gen, he's down a supply pad, and he's lost his leader. And this Forge Hog is still alive, harassing this base. And he has no units to deal with it right now.
Yeah, like you said, we're seeing 29 population versus 16. Jeff Gill's trying to get back on his feet here. He's got that leader queued. It's going to be out in about 20 seconds. Actually, that's the upgrade before the leader comes out. Oh, no, the leader is out. I'm sorry. So the upgrade is coming on out, and that's going to be a heavy-hitting leader. Going to be able to hold a nice footing here. A Nightingale to come on out and keep him alive. Mine's coming down from Jeff Kills. Should see it. The Mantis drop isn't up yet. It's not even halfway.
Jerome's lost
he knows
his
that
shields.
Forge Hog is weak.
Does have the upgrade.
Jerome lost his shield.
He's in the
He is
smoke.
upgraded
He's
now,
in his
so-
own smoke, so he's not actually fighting the Forge Hog. He could have probably killed it there, to be honest. Does sniper hog.
Right. He's got a lot of information now. He knows his opponent is in T2, and he's also seeing these Warthogs that he's trying to transition into as well. So he's got to build some counter units and take his side of the map while solidifying this expo.
Ram's going down. Going to be saving that Forge Hog. Jerome's going to have
Generator
to
upgrade complete.
hold off there. He won't be able to catch it. Both players now with a healthy
Under
expo.
fire from
Hippy
ground
upgrading his. Jeff not quite able to because he had to re-upgrade his
Barrage
generator.
constructed.
Now upgrading his pads to help his eco, but he is behind in the eco battle here.
What was that scatter bomb?
Our base is under attack.
Looks like he messed up on that scatter bomb.
Well, he sent another scat bomb. Was it on the base?
Yeah, he dropped it right. No, it was like right on the middle of the
Captured our
floor.
power node.
Oh, I didn't see.
You can see the black spot in front of right where the Mantis dropped.
No, I can't see it.
So you got Mantis drop along with the victory mine. We haven't seen a trash jump yet. One more night to get on the backside. Jerome's shield
Oh, the
is down.
Mantis
He's a little under
drops.
pressure
Our allies
here.
are in trouble.
There's the
We're
salvo.
seeing the trash
Good
jump down to the
salvo on
choke
the
point.
army there. Catches all of those
Gotta
hogs,
drop the
but
smoke, keep his leader
Jerome
alive.
goes down.
Leader power ready.
And again, guys, this is Nintendo Hippy versus
base
Jeff
is
Gills.
under
This is
attack.
definitely some high-level gameplay here. We're seeing a few mistakes being coming out of Jeff Gills, and they're just being completely taken advantage of here by Nintendo Hippy.
The
He's
difference was
first
the
mistake's
micro
gonna be
from Hippy.
leaving.
He's managed
Right,
to keep
but
the
I mean,
Forge
it
Hog alive,
started
and
off-
Jeff hasn't.
It's not even just that. It started off with the mini steal, which threw off, Jeff Order's entire game plan. He tried to recover it by taking his node, but Hippy's going to be right on top of that and actually denying his first node as well. And just all of these little mistakes are going to snowball for Nintendo Hippy. Again, we're seeing a high-level match, and these mistakes are going to be capitalized on here and just going to add up for the other player very, very, very quickly. And again, Nintendo Hippy, with the large knowledge of his leader, is going to solidify and take that game one on Rift. Nintendo Hippy versus Jeff Kills in a best-of-5 series.
Alright, so Jeff actually gets to pick the next map, so let's message him. Oh, he's not actually in the chat right now. Damn.
What a good boy. He's not stream sniping.
Good boy, Jeff.
I mean, those are two very, very powerful UNSC leaders, as we saw UNSC Mirror going down on Rift, and it could have gone either way. Both players opting in for a armory fit, but the only difference is again, we saw the supply pad opener that benefited Nintendo Hippy to be able to steal a mini and still get a leader out at the same exact time that Jeff Kills is going to be able to get his leader out. I mean, that Jerome is a little bit more expensive, but that's the second time that we have seen a Gen First versus a supply pad opener, and it definitely worked out for the supply pad opener there. Because we did see Wetgathered lose a lot of map control, even though he did get the leader out. But that's what you sacrifice as going in Gen First, and not, pathing correctly and taking those opening resources to the best of your advantage. But it looks like we're going to jump into game number 2 in this best-of-5 series. Hippy is now in favor of the series with a 1-0 lead. Jeffrey's going to pick Ashes.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Just waiting for Hippy to get out of the game, and then we can get this started. So Hippy has used Forge, Jeff used Jerome. They can swap, but they cannot repeat the same leaders.
Right, we're seeing the Europa tourney rules. There was one leader ban each. Jeff opted in for no aniders. Hippy actually forfeited his ban, so we're going to see no aniders throughout this entire series, along with no repeats. There's a 45-minute game timer with a 45-second DC rule in effect that's going to forfeit you that map. You called it. You said Forge is coming out of Hippy. What are you expecting out of Ashes in this Game 2 series here?
I know this is going to be an odd pick, but Jeff normally likes to play either Arby or Voridus on this map. Yeah, there we go. Arbiter versus Yap Yap. So Jeff did opt in for the Arbiter here.
He did beat my Yap earlier with Arbiter, so hopefully it was a nice warm-up for him earlier this morning.
Personally, I think Arbiter does destroy Yap. So,
It just comes down to the micro, because that's what saved him in
the
our
lead is
matchup.
so
But again,
hard
there's
to
a lot.
kill. Like,
There are 6 minis on this map, which is open season for Yap Yap. So I'm very curious to see if Jeff's going to secure his minis, or if he's going to try to just have an aggressive opener here.
Alright, sorry, a bit behind there. Alright, so over in
I was waiting on
the
you.
red.
Spawning in the red corner, we have the legendary Jeff Kills, playing as the terrifying Arbiter.
Terrifying Arbiter, and over in the blue corner.
Spawning in the blue corner, we have the amazing Nintendo Hippy, playing as the fabled Yap Yap.
So we are going to see Nintendo Hippy opt in for Yap Yap, and immediately he sends a fodder over to his bottom left to utilize that teleporter to get eyes on his opponent's side of the field. With the double supply over, he's going to get away with one mini seal. Jeff opening double supply pad and soaring over with his opening unit too as well to get that side of the map. So both players are going to trade minis there.
We need
Looks like some fodder has spanned out for Nintendo Hippy, and he's just applying pressure everywhere. He's already stolen one mini. His fodder's about to get eyes to potentially steal his back mini, as well as giving him some giving him some vision on his side of the map as well to secure his minis. We're seeing a triple supply opener coming from Nintendo Hippy and a Gen 3rd build coming out of Jeff Kills.
Our base is under attack.
Yeah, so Jeff did manage to secure the mini
base
nearest to
complete.
his base. There was a fodder right next to it. It was cutting it close, but it looks like it's going to be 4 minis in favour of Hippy to 2 here. But Jeff does have an
Harvester
early raid camp
constructed.
coming up on that mini, so he should have no problem with Enforcer's base damage to take down the mini to the left. So he should even that up pretty quickly. And that just looks like his only production building. So we're going to be seeing a single raid camp with Enforcers coming out. No double gen
Augmented extractor
coming out of
upgrade
him.
complete.
No double gen coming out of
Harvester
either player
constructed.
actually. From Hippy's
Harvester
side,
constructed.
it is a big map. We're probably going to see a lot of choppers to try and shut down those Enforcers.
Right, so that's the natural play that we're going to see coming out of Yap Yap. Try to steal some minis and gather as many points of production as possible. He's going to quadruples pump these choppers at least, but the only difference is that he needs time to be able to do that. He's got to buy himself another minute or so to be able to get his eco online to be able to start quadruple pumping these choppers.
Alright, I don't see a raid camp coming out of Hippy. He does have a rally point on Jeff's main. That's probably just to
Our
spam a
base
lot of
is under
fodder, be
attack.
annoying and get over there. But he does have a second generator coming down on the back mini. Now, building your second gen on minis means you have no turrets to defend it. And with Enforcers having very high base damage, it doesn't take a lot of them to be able to take that generator down. So it could be a good pick earlier in the game if Jeff Kills does scout that. Looks like a couple of Enforcers do actually fall on a mine of Hippies there. So to defend that mini base, a couple of Enforcers die
Our
to one
base
of
is
Hippy's
under
mines.
attack.
Yeah, Jeff Kills just trying to get some power online here. He's gonna opt in for that Ray camp and not get a second gen. But if you look at Jeff's base, he just researched active camo. So he's gonna go Enforcers along with Cloaked Grunts and help take him some power nodes here to try to soar into Tech 2. And again, Hippy needs a lot of time. He spent a lot of that money pumping into a second generator and is now being able to pump the choppers now at the 3-minute and 30 mark here. We're seeing 3 choppers on the field. But we're seeing an aggressive push coming out of Jeff Kills.
Yeah, Hippy's
He
not going to have
soars
enough
to
choppers
Hippy's
to
base.
deal with this yet. He has no turrets up. He has 3 mines. The only thing he can rely on here is a good mine drop.
But he doesn't know that he has active camo, so this is definitely going to keep a lot of Jeff's population alive as there is no vision.
Ooh.
So you sense the terror
But
come
the
back on
counter,
the backside there.
play, the shrapnel rounds is coming out for the choppers, but it is 20 seconds out. There is 5 choppers, so he could still cloak, and he won't be able to detect it yet. However, the watchtower just got built. There's the detect. Good play by Hippy.
Oh, Hippy, I mean, the timing on that couldn't be any more perfect. If those grunts were in cloak any longer, definitely would have taken that gen. We were seeing a very, very similar to a Vortis play here with the grunt mines and the early push there, and that's definitely going to be shut down by Nintendo Hippy, who is also shrapnel rounds now. Oh no, he actually canceled the
He
shrapnel rounds.
canceled it
He's
for
gonna
Tech
get,
2.
yeah, he canceled it. He's noticed that he's going to win this fight here. He's going to have no problem stopping it. Still seeing a lot of units soar in from Jeff Kills.
Well, only one Yap Man goes down there. Doesn't manage to
Yeah,
pull
was
both
that- yeah.
off.
Was-
Does kill 2
Yeah, I was
grunts.
gonna say, did he invest in the 2?
Requesting assistance. Leader point.
I'm pretty sure he
earned.
would have invested into 2. He just miscued it. Jenny's down to half health. The choppers are doing some good work, but it doesn't look like he's winning this fight. So Hippy's actually building a raid camp as he gets into Tech 2 to build rangers. So this push should get shoved off pretty easily. That gen won't fall.
Yeah, and Jeff is still 300 power from the Insect 2, and he just watched his opponent jump into T2, and he was going to put a raid camp down, double raid camp down, to be able to try to shut down this Arbiter who's forced to go cloak Grunty, invested into that very early. He's going to continue pumping him there, and Hippie's still floating a lot of blue here. Looks like he's going to want to get possibly a third generator or an expansion here pretty soon. Yeah, we're seeing the expansion come down there, and that's why I like watching these high-level gameplay. You don't see them floating a lot. A lot of the decisions are very, very precise, depending on if they're reacting to something or if it's a natural flow for him. But we didn't see him float a little bit, but he's immediately spent that on an expansion because he did win that T1 fight and set a third generator down, followed up by a double barracks that is double pumping elite rangers to deal with this Arbiter.
Yeah, not only that, he's going to have a really good economy and advantage in the mid game. He has the Expo 20 seconds out. Meanwhile, Jeff's due to tech up in about 10 seconds. So that Expo's going to build before Jeff can even do anything about it. And like you said, he got the fair gen already. That's going to help his ranger numbers in the mid game as well. And he still has the mini base advantage.
Yeah, which it's going to buy him a lot of time because the opponent has to take his side of the map and play some defense, possibly skimmer sim some nodes. That's going to give him a chance to be able to start getting those T2 units rolling on the field, get those upgrades, get those leaders on out, and just keep trying to stack these leader points because I mean we're around the corner from 4th point. We're going to see that drop come in. You do see a cannon fodder on the back side of Jeff Kill's base. And Jeff Kills did lose a lot of population, and I'm very scared for him if this drop does end up at his main here.
That fodder is so dangerous right now, and Jeff has a grunt right there. But if you go over to Jeff's view and turn off Fog of War, look how perfectly positioned that fodder is.
Yeah.
That is ridiculous. It's out of vision in the base, out of vision in the grunt, and it's just the perfect position for that.
I don't know if that's on purpose or if that's just by chance. Like that's the second time that I've seen that.
Augmented harvester upgrade complete.
Again, double raid camp coming in. Nintendo Hippy still pumping these rangers. He's got his grunt goblins coming on out. He's got his expansion solidified. Got a garage set on the field, doing a nice flow here. But that is 4th point, and that fodder is immediately moving in.
Immediately,
going to catch it.
The gen's dead. Like those 2 turrets are not going to stop that gen from dying.
Well, we're seeing the 4th point drop as well. Possibly can get some stuns here. We'll see how it pans out.
Countered with the enforced drop, shade drop, and mines. He's going to get out of there. He needs to stasis the grunt riders. The methane wagon's almost dead. One grunt rider falls. Where's the stasis mines? There it is. He stasis the second one. He is going to manage to save that gen.
Fantastic micro coming out of Jeff Field. He's got 3 leader powers, trying to take out some economy in here, and he's going to deny it with 2 and some clutch heals that are going to clean up with some counter rangers that are going to counter this infantry here. Fantastic play. Read that very, very well. Now he's just got to be able to hold his expansion, try to get back in this game, because these buffs from Arbiter are going to be able to help push him through any fight that Yap Yap ends up putting up.
Yeah, so Jeff needs a shield on that main now, because the next drop will definitely kill it. He came out of that engagement really well. He only lost 1 Enforcer. Meanwhile, Nintendo Hippy lost his full drop. Plus he wasted the shade turret drop. Plus he wasted the mines. So this next engagement that goes down, if Jeff gets that Arbiter out and upgraded, he should hopefully be able to win it. But I mean, you jump over to Hippy's army now and look at his army composition. He has 10 rangers and Jeff has about 4. So Hippy has the ranger lead and he has the 3 leaders to heal them up as well. That one ranger from Jeff just absolutely gets melted.
Great job hiding and just poking at this, trying to bait Jeff in. He knows what Jeff is going to opt in for. Rangers and Marauders as well, but again, he has the lead on all of that because he did win that T1 fight, got into T2. We're already seeing Locust coming out. These goblins are not upgraded to be able to heal his armor.
Oh my god, look at the Arbiter. He's just come out and he's getting melted by these rangers. Shield drops almost instantly. One Grunt Goblin does go down, but there's the Conduit of Rage. It might sway the battle, but the heal's going down from the Grunt Goblins. Hippy definitely has the better army here. Does sit on the mine slightly. That's going to give Jeff the slight advantage. A lot of red bar units from Hippy.
And again, this is what I was talking about. It's going to come down to the micro coming out of both these players, because this matchup can go either way, depending on how rotates here. We're seeing the
Oh no.
mines come back
Oh
down for
no.
Yap.
No, Jeff, no. Oh! He sits in the mines. He
Yeah,
was doing so well in that
30
engagement,
population.
and then it's just gone.
Well, he really needed a little bit more time. I mean, Hippie pushed at the perfect
Leader
time. He
power
needed that
ready.
leader out along with its upgrade to be able to help push through that. But that leader is still a red bar and
Our
hasn't
base
been
is
part of this
under
fight.
attack.
And that drop is already
Oh, the
back
drop
up,
is
and
up.
it's coming right back down on that Expo.
We might see a counter drop from Jeff. Spirit support assault group is up. He does have a grunt on whole ground next to Hippie's main base, which only has one turret and no shield. And that drop could literally take out both of those gens, uncontested.
That's already 5th point. Jesus Christ.
But Hippie looking in a strong spot. Jeff no shield on the main. Lost most of his army there. Down to 33 population. Hippie's going to be pushing up with 58. And he did use Grunt Dome on that Expo as well.
Yeah, he's going to try to opt in for a sneaky expansion off to the side there, but he's just completely bullied as all
He's
of
gonna
these
lose his
rangers. You
leader
got
as
4
well.
rangers, 2 hunters, a couple of marauders, and it's just a nice mixed army that's complemented by that drop. It's going to have a wagon inside of it, and these leaders ready to heal up anything if anything does go awry.
Bit of desperation from Jeff there, dropping down the mines to try and get a stasis on the army. Didn't do too much damage. There comes the enforcer drop on defense.
Our base is under attack.
Yeah, and you got to commend Hippie for being able to read that. He knew 1T1 just with a couple of choppers along with the mine, and he's going to be able to stop that early.
Those heals.
And he took advantage of that, getting to T2 instead of fighting in T1 over and over and over. I mean, again, any opportunity, any mistakes that are given for Nintendo Hippie, he's going to capitalize on them. And along with the leader powers of Yap, he's going to soar into his 5th point and close out that game. I mean, there was no hesitation. We saw him float, set down a 3rd generator, pick up an Expo, floated again just enough. As soon as that 4th point was ready, he had the economy to be able to afford it. But again, great Michael coming out of Jeff kills, but Hippie is going to take that series to a 2-0 lead. Again, ladies and gentlemen, we are watching a best-of-5 series between these two players playing Europa Halo rules. Hippie just left.
Hippie left. That's a DQ. Jeff kills wins. Oh,
So no show.
doing an Almirante.
No
Leave
show?
and rejoin. Okay, so we're just waiting on Jeff to pick the next map. Do you have a message? Let's have a look. Oh no, that was from Super. Okay, we're going to be going to Frontier. Now, this is Jeff's signature map. We're most definitely going to be seeing a Voridus come out here.
I mean, both these players play at such a high level. We're seeing an Xbox controller player versus a PC keyboard and mouse. But again, both these players very, very experienced in this game, have been playing pretty much since day one, have a lot of knowledge when it comes to leader matchups. And but again, Jeff Keel's one of the arguably the best Voridus in the game. I hope he does give it his all and opt in for this Voridus. I mean, we've heard this be called Jeff's playground when he is Voridus. I'm just curious to see how Hippie is going to approach this if it does end up being Voridus.
Already locked in. Jeff kills.
Again, guys, we are watching Europa rules here. 1 ban each. Jeff's going to opt in for no Anders. Hippie's going to forfeit that, so we'll see no Anders and no repeats for this entire series. 45-second DC rule. The score is now 2-0 in Nintendo Hippie's favor. And Jeff Keel's actually opting in for Atriox. And we're seeing Hippie actually taking reins of Arbiter on Frontier.
Looks like he's going to try and show Jeff how it's done with Arbiter. Not sure how this is going to pan out. Atriox is a really strong pick on this map. The Chosen and Junk Pack Brutes can overwhelm an opponent quite easily. Alright, I didn't change the leaders. It's game 3, right? Atriox.
Yeah, game 3.
Just Arbiter.
RB and Atriox.
Spawning in the red corner, we have the legendary Jeff Kills, playing as the terrifying Jerome.
And over in the blue, already picked up a front mini as well.
Spawning in the blue corner, we have the amazing Nintendo Hippy, playing as the fabled Forge.
It didn't change, what?
Yeah, it says Forge.
Yeah, it said Forge, but,
But
it says Arbiter.
But Nintendo Hippy's going to opt in for one extra grunt, a double
Augmented
supply pad
harvester
opener, whereas
upgrade
Jeff
complete.
opened the double supply pad and a chopper opener. The chopper's actually going to soar on over and try to contest for the yellow, but which has already been taken by these
Mini-base
opening
complete.
units. Great splits by Nintendo Hippy here. It's going to give the chopper some choices to be able to try and pick up.
We must have.
We saw a
power.
one grunt opener and a very, look at him wiggling that grunt. That's insane. But we did see him pick up a very, very early mini here. The extractor is barely up and a ray camp's already being set on this forward mini.
They have sent a vehicle after us.
Yeah, so it looks like Hippy's going to have the early raid camp here. Jeff looks like he's definitely going to be working on his hero. Probably going to see an armory fifth. Hopefully a raid camp on the front mini as well. Yeah, he does just slap that down. But Hippy is going to have the advantage. He's already 10 seconds out from getting his first enforcer to start harassing that mini with a raid camp on. If he can take that out early, then he has a real shot at 3-0 in this series.
Right, and we're seeing that build is coming down. Like, this is precisely what Nintendo Hippy wanted to do. He wanted to secure his forward yellow there, grab a very early mini. As soon as that rack goes up, he already had an upgraded gen, was able to afford his first enforcer. And a couple of them are going to come back up here, and we're seeing a very
He's going
cheesy
to the
play coming
main.
straight for Jeff Kill's main here. And we saw this before with Mike and Almirante. Let's see if this War Council is going to be focused down here.
I believe it is. Hippy won't make the same mistake. The thing is, this stasis grenade can delay Jeff's hero almost indefinitely, depending on how many he gets in there.
Base is under attack. Leader point.
Looks like Jeff's not actually building his hero. He's going to be committing to suicide grunts and choppers to deal with this. Already 2 enforcers with 4 grunts here.
But they got to rally so
Plasma mine's
far
going
from
down.
home. Plasma mine's coming down. Chopper's here to help on out. Aatrox is barely getting queued. We're seeing
the
the
counter
buffs come
mines.
out. They're going to stun some grunts in the background. That War Council is going down.
Great play by Nintendo Hippy. Denies the War Council. Now all Jeff can do, looks like he's just building suicide grunts. He's on the back foot here. Going to be spamming grunts and choppers. Trying to defend this the best he can. But by the looks of things, he's going to be losing his generator as well. And that's going to be GG if that happens.
Yeah, but even if he's just doing some pre-damage here, I mean, Hippy can come back in about 35, 40 seconds later with another hit squad, but he's got to take that generator.
He's gone. There's
War
nothing
Council
to
and
defend.
Jeff only has one
Base is under
mini.
attack.
He's got suicide grunts soaring, but he's getting pressured from units up top mid as well. He's just being completely picked apart here with that very cheesy and early play from Arbiter. And this looks like this is going to be the wrap-up in game number 3. Nintendo Hippy's possibly going to take this series here.
Yeah, his mini's getting picked off. He did rebuild the War Council trying to get the Chosen out, but the Enforcers are already on it. They're about to take that one out as well. Uncontested.
And I mean, he's lost that mini up top mid. If you look at Nintendo Hippy's eco, he's had enough to be able to build pump units and also set a second generator. I mean, he is just soaring ahead as this game continues on.
Power extractor.
Oh, that's a good suicide grunt, killing at
Very
least
good
4
grunt.
grunts and an enforcer there. The Chosen is going to get out now, just from that one sui. No splits from Hippy. Looks like he was looking away, but he is going back into the main base to
suicide.
harass
Oh my God.
the generator.
Did you see him stasis
Yeah.
that Sui?
And
Look,
again,
oh my, he did it again.
denied.
Stasis mine's back up. We're going to see another buff come out here, and he's going to do some more damage. Again, he's going to focus that generator and just keep Jeff all the way back. But look at Hippy's eco. He's literally has the eco to be able to do whatever he wants here.
And Jeff can't do nothing.
point
He can't
already for
upgrade the
Hippy.
Chosen,
Yeah.
and the Chosen is nothing without an upgrade. The
Look
disrespect!
how much this is just, yeah, this is just
He went Plasma Ball, he
awful.
takes out 2 cards, and poor Jeff has been defeated.
Wow, and Jeff doing a natural classic build order, opening up Natchez and Atriox should, but again, Nintendo Hippy has this build down to a T. There was no wasted eco whatsoever. He knew exactly what he was doing. He didn't even contest the mini at top mid. He went straight for Jeff's main to cancel out that War Council. and then take a generator, and it's just going to put him miles ahead. And again, every mistake that is made from Jeff Keels, Nintendo Hippie has capitalized on it. We're now going to see that series be taken 3-0 by Nintendo Hippie. Thank you, Nintendo Hippie, for showing up today. Thank you, Jeff Kills, for showing up as well. Those were great matches.
Done for the week, one and done. Well done, Hippie. Well played in that series.
Very, very well played.
Jeff just needs to get back into the swing of things. He hasn't played for a long time. I'm sure he'll bounce back, reclaim his top 10 position.
Right, you got to respect Jeff because he's able to analyze the game very, very well and counter react to it. But when you have somebody that has their build down to a T like that, especially on a specific map, it's just very, very hard to deal with. Especially if he's going to read you, you do a classic opener and play the very boxy style with whatever leader that you're going to end up picking. Nintendo Hippie's definitely going to try to counter it and take advantage of all the mistakes that are going to add up for you in time. That was a very fast 3-0 coming out of Nintendo Hippie. Again, arguably a top 10 player. But again, thank you, Jeff Kills and Nintendo Hippie, for putting on the show.
Arguably top 5.
So I'm fucking patenting that line. That's my line.